Good tonight. We are just hours away from Victor Santana facing a judge after being accused of killing Javier Harrison and Devin Henderson back in 2019. Dayton 24/7 Now's Peyton Marshall spoke exclusively with a neighbor who's now being subpoenaed. She joins us live with details on the trial. Peyton.
That's right, Megan. And if you actually take a look behind me, you can see this is what's left of Victor Santana's house. And if you walk with me, you can see this is the detached garage where the two teenagers were shot and killed back in 2019. Now, Victor Santana is facing Judge O'Connell tomorrow and with a new attorney.
Why are you mixing my name up in everything that's going on?
JAMILL Johnson owns a home just 3 houses down from Victor Santana's property. She says about 1 week ago, she was mailed a subpoena.
He said that he was the attorney of Victor Santana. I was like, well, why are you down here? Well, your name came up on the paperwork.
She says she wasn't home the night Javier Harrison and Devin Henderson were shot and killed back in 2019. Montgomery County prosecutors say the two were found smoking marijuana in Santana's detached garage. Santana is now facing 4 counts of murder. He's pleading not guilty, saying it was self-defense. However, UD law professor and judge Tom Hagel says that will be hard to prove.
I don't see where he has a legitimate basis for a self-defense claim.
Prosecutor Matt Heck says there's no evidence the teens had a weapon and were shot in the back. Santana's trial was intended to happen in June, but his defense attorney withdrew from the case. His new defense attorney is Lucas Wilder. Hagel says it's possible for the defense attorney to bring in new witnesses to be introduced to the trial.
Investigating the case, they may stumble across some new witness or some new piece of evidence.
I was like, what am I going to court for? I don't know anything, have any knowledge of what happened besides what I heard on the news.
She can be asked, she could explain what happened previously in the neighborhood, what kind of neighborhood it is, what her experience is with the defendant. So there's different approaches, different information she can provide.
Attorney Thaddeus Hoffmeister says it all goes back to the defense attorney's strategy.
I mean, you'll have law enforcement testify and they weren't there.
He went to every house on the block.
All lay witnesses that are going to be called to testify, the number one thing that has to be established is they have personal knowledge of whatever they're testifying to.
I asked Johnson if she knew of Victor Santana beforehand.
Just like anybody else in the neighborhood, just in his yard, coming out from time to time.
The trial is set to begin tomorrow at 8:30. Hagel says when a case has been delayed for so long, there's potential problems with witnesses.
Witnesses, for example, might not be able to be located, or their memory may not be as clear as it was at the time the incident occurred.
But Thaddeus says one note about this case remains unchanged.
Just because someone is on your property, you cannot use lethal force.
He says that's just not how the law works. Jury selection will begin tomorrow morning at 8:30. Of course, we will keep you updated on this case, both on air and online at Dayton247now.com. Reporting live in West Dayton, Peyton Marshall, Dayton 24/7 Now News.